Hot damn. Just got out of Home Depot at 2 o'clock on a Sunday. It was complete amateur hour in there. Saw my buddy Leland in there. Showed him the makings of what's going on. It's always cool to run into one of your friends you hadn't seen in a while. Looks like he was helping his mom out with building something today, putting in a screen door or something like that. I'm gonna go ahead and drive back to the house, and I'll pick y'all up whenever that we get there. Good content game. All right. Go back. All right, so I got some of this just to kind of fill in the loose spots on the wood. It's not going to be perfect. It's supposed to be kind of like a rustic look to it. We're going to spray this because whenever that you flood the table, the cans are full of air. They're going to want to rise up to the top. Spraying it with this will also prevent the lids from separating from the cans. You're only supposed to use this at 50 degrees and above, and it's 58 right now. The fill is at 60 degrees, so we might have to wait a little bit for it to warm up. You just wanted to see the table, that's all. Looks kind of crusty right now. I tested this on one can already, and it's going to come out nice and smooth. It just needs about an hour to dry. So I got the putty drying right now. Once that's dry, I'm going to sand that. So once the second coat's dry, I'll go ahead and fill her up. If you haven't seen my first video, go check that out. Doing a little series on this table here. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new here. Well, this is before that we sold some of the Louisiana Purchase, I reckon. While that's drying, I'm going to be building the legs. All right, so I got a little makeshift table here. So y'all can see what I'm working with. I'm going to go ahead and measure out the legs and then cut those. So I'm going to make each of the legs 40 inches tall. I'm going to be screwing them together with 2.5 inch construction screws. What's up, bird? Yeah, there's a lot of different ways that you could put the legs together. I mean, you could biscuit joint them, you could nail them. I'm going to use screws, ripping and ripping on that thing. Let's just go ahead and get to it. Alright, so I got each leg together. So these, I cut these two the same size, I cut these two the same size, these two, and then these two. So all the legs should come out about the same, hopefully. Now, I'm just going to 90 degree them like this, and then just screw them together right here. Using a 2.5 inch construction screw. Like I said earlier, it doesn't really matter what you use, but that's what I'm using for this. I've used biscuit joints before, and those really work the best if you're trying to hide the seams, but I don't really care about seeing the screws. Kind of going for that look anyway. Should be pretty easy now. Hopefully y'all kind of get the idea. I go from top to bottom and keep the top lined up and then the middle lined up, because at the bottom they're not going to be 100% straight. It's going to be like this. So now I can simply pull this up, make it straight, screw it in. Oops. Yeah, that's one of the risks that you run doing it this way, but we'll just fill that with some putty and sand it up. Back leg. Ciao. Check on the progress. It's still a little bit loose. Okay, line it up. Oh, good. All right, now hang on. Don't let go. Don't let go. Oh man, this thing is wobbly. It's a lot higher than I envisioned. I mean, I wanted it high, but this is me standing up and I'm around about 6 foot. It's right at the top of my hip. 40 inches for the legs, and then it sits on about a 1/2 inch sheet of plywood. And then the cans are about another inch or so. It's about 42 inches tall. Just need to get this secured so it doesn't fall on me. That's pretty damn straight. Still kind of wobbly, but she'll hold. Let me show y'all what I'm working with here. I got that bottom screw secures the leg. You can see I've already covered the old screw that secures the side piece to the big board. This is the underside. This is how it's secured. So yeah, you can barely see where the screw came in right here. But that's how I designed it. That's how it's going to be. The next step for the legs is going to be attaching a bar from there to there, or maybe from the bottom over. Probably the bottom over, that'd make it the most square. Ow! Yes, very fun. So I cut some runner pieces that I'm going to stick in the bottom, and it's going to be from here to here the same distance on the top and the bottom. It's pretty square. It's only 1/8 of an inch off from each side. Shall bless this table with the cracking of a fresh can. With the building being as level as it is, and then the table, pretty much all 4 corners are just like that. Got no damn room over here. Got my little stir stick. What the fuck? Shit is like black in here. Man, I'm not too confident about this. It's got like a yellow hue to it. Once this gets past like 1 inch, I can't see it anymore. All right, y'all. So I'm just not real confident in that in the sealant that I got. I'd rather be safe, go back to Home Depot and spend 50 bucks on something that I know is going to work. After doing a little bit of research, I see a lot more of the other sealants are really clear and they don't look nothing like this. I don't know. I probably just got the wrong stuff. This is probably for just like a floor, not really like a table clear finish. So back to Home Depot we go. I reckon I'll go ahead and stop the video here. We'll see next time how this bad boy turns out.